So Leute, und damit ein herzliches Willkommen zurück zu Zero Escape, 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors. Im letzten Part haben wir die genauen Ereignisse aus Sicht der Kinder in dem Nunary Game vor 9 Jahren erfahren. Und damit geht's jetzt noch weiter. Ich denke mal, das ist der letzte Part, einmal mal schauen. We began to panic, then as if things had not gotten bad enough already.
Evacuate the incinerator immediately. Repeat. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged.
What? What's happening? What did that thing say? That didn't sound good.
My brother always swallowed hard and answered.
I think it means this room is gonna burn.
Burn!
The plaque on the door says incinerator. And that voice said that the incineration is about to start. And incinerate means to burn.
No! Help me!
Abject terror filled the room as everyone began to scream and cry. Every pair of eyes were filled with despair. Then, high up on the wall, a door opened and a man appeared. He was a huge fighting mountain of a man as large as a bear. 9 years later, we will call him Seven.
Don't worry, kids. I'm not your enemy. I'm one of the good guys. I'm a detective. I'm here to rescue you.
The rest happened just like Seven had said it did. Four of us, who had stayed behind, were saved by Seven. We crawled through the vent, away from the incinerator, and slid down into the hall. We came out on the other side of door 9. On the wall opposite the door was a set of double doors. We went through those and began to run up spiral stairs. As we run, I lead the way. Behind me went Nona, my brother, Aoi, Snake and Seven. The other children, the ones who'd gone through door 9 before us, were up ahead. I could hear them cheering each other on. We ran and ran and ran. We leaped across as many stairs as we could and kept running. The stairs spiraled upward like a tornado. Eventually I pulled ahead of the rest. Perhaps Nona had slowed them down. I didn't want to lose them, so I slowed down as well. I didn't start, but I glanced over my shoulder from time to time to see if they had caught up. That was when I realized.
No, where is it? Did I drop Jumpy's present?
I knew it headed with me when we passed through the vent. Then I had to drop it as we slid out. I had to go back, I had to, but I knew I couldn't tell the others. They would stop me, I was sure of that. I didn't stop to think, I simply moved. I ran to the central hall, the room that connected to all the other areas of the ship. I hid in the shadows, and moments later I felt a rush of wind as it ran past me, up the staircase. I waited until they were out of sight and then I ran. I moved as quietly as I could, down, down, and down. Finally I reached the bottom deck. I ran into the hallway and looked around the frantically.
There it is!
It was just where I thought it would be, sitting under the opening of the vent. I ran over and snatched it from the floor, but as I ran back towards the stairs and freed it. The door to the incinerator opened and a man stepped out. It was Hongu. Entire Hongu. 9 years later, we would call him Ace.
Ah, how wonderful to see you decided to come back.
His smile made me blood run cold. It looked mechanical, as if someone had simply pulled up the corners of his mouth.
Come with me. We must continue the experiment.
I shook my head, eyes wide. Slowly I began to walk backwards. 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps. Then I spun around and broke into a run. I felt Hangu's hand close over my left wrist.
I said, come with me.
There was an edge of insanity to his voice now. I pulled as hard as I could.
No! Stop! Let go of me! Let go!
I shook my body and flailed my arms, trying desperately to cut Hangu to let go of me. But it was still only a shot. I was no match for a man like Hangu.
Stop struggling, goddammit! Do as I tell you!
He heft on my arm, trying to pull me into the incinerator. I screamed.
Help me! Somebody help me!
Then suddenly,
Akane!
the door to the stairs flew open, and my brother Oi burst out of it. Behind him came Seven and Snake.
Akane!
He cried my name again as he leapt toward Hangu.
You came back!
I cried out. But then,
Ah, you're too late, idiot!
Hangu threw his full weight against my arm, pulling us both into the incinerator. The force of it threw me to the floor. I scrambled to my feet and looked towards the open number 9 door. Hangu stood between it and me. But behind him I could see my brother, his fist clenched. But those fists never reached Hangu. With a cold, heartless screech of metal on metal, the door slammed shut. Hangu glanced at me, mechanical, his face registering that there was an object there, but not anything he would consider a human being. Then he turned away and walked to the rat that sat next to the door. He reached into his pocket and removed 2 bracelets. He waved them both over the scanner panel. 2 asterisks appeared on the rat. Checked the screen, then tossed the bracelet carelessly onto the floor. What he was doing, what was the point? Made no effort, no explaining himself of course. He said nothing at all and walked past me as though I were nothing more than a rock by roadside. A few moments later, the 2 other doors slid shut as well. Gesundheit. Faintly, I could hear someone pounding on the door behind me. I turned around and went towards the door with 9.
Akane! Akane! Are you okay?
I could hear a voice from the other side of the door, a worried, frightened voice.
Help me!
My throat was already bust, but I screamed as loud as I could. My voice echoed lonely around the empty room.
What should I do? I think I'm trapped in here!
Where's Chunsoft?
He went out the other door!
What?
Then it started again.
Warning. Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Incineration will begin in 18 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately.
Holy shit! Man, I knew what I was gonna say, but that is one hell of a creepy voice.
I knew it!
It's starting. Santa started the incinerator.
Fuck! Man, I never thought I'd hear that damn voice again after 9 years.
What the hell? What the hell? What in God's name are you talking about? It's 9 years this and 9 years that, and when it's not 9 years something, then you're talking about some sort of fucking experiments. You aren't making any sense.
I'm sorry, Lotus, but we really don't have time to explain it right now. I promise, I'll tell you everything once we get out of here.
But...
Incineration will begin in 17 minutes.
You know what that means, right? Incinerate means burn. What kind of idiot do you think I am? I know what incinerate means. Well, god damn it. Okay, fine. I won't ask anything else. Talk about whatever you want. But you have to do something for me. 7, figure this out.
What? Why me?
Just shut up and stop this thing.
How the hell?
There has to be some sort of emergency shut-off button.
There isn't anything like that.
How the hell do you know?
Because I looked for it 9 years ago.
Yeah, Lotus isn't happy about that. Can't really blame her. Wait. This floor, it's moving?
Was zum Fick?
What else can I say about it, but...
What the hell is that?
What is that? What is that?
What else could I say? This floor opened and a machine rose up out of it. It looked like the computer. At least it's kind of it. There was a monitor, a keyboard and a cross-shaped device of some kind. Something about the machine scared me, but I forced myself to walk up to it. I was terrified. Tears poured down my face. I wept enough. Even the small took their place and forced myself forward. Finally I reached it. I looked at the screen. It was blank. All I saw was my own frightened face staring back at me from the glass drenched in tears. All I can see on the screen is the reflection of my own face. I'm looking kinda freaked out. I know I'm sweating like crazy, but seeing it kinda dries at home. Okay, Junpei, just calm down, alright. Everything's gonna be okay. Grr! Man, I wish that thing would just shut up.
Incineration will begin in 15 minutes.
Alright, back to the thing. If it's only showing up now, then it's gotta be important. But what the hell am I supposed to do with it?
Hey, move!
Yeah. Hey, well, all tense ladies, that doesn't mean you get to shove people
Okay,
around.
it's turned on. There's nothing on the screen, though. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. If there's nothing on here, how are we supposed to do anything with it?
Sure, just push buttons. I'm sure that... Huh? Well, at least it's on now. What's on the screen, though?
What is this?
What's up?
It looks like some sort of puzzle.
It's got a bunch of numbers and letters scattered across a 5x5 grid. The numbers range from 1 to 8.
Do you think that if we solve this puzzle, the incinerator will stop? Yeah. Well, we can hope, right?
Alright, puzzle, how do you work? Oh man, the goddamn voice again.
Incineration will begin in 13 minutes.
Shit, 30 minutes. Can we really do this? My heart feels like it's gonna pop. My heart was pounding like it was about to explode. I stared at the puzzle on the screen. I was sure I had to solve it somehow, but I had no idea how. My connection to Junpei had been gone for a while. His mind was gone. I couldn't get any more information from him. My feet second tick by as I stared at the screen completely lost. My cheeks felt hot as tears poured over them. Then I heard a voice.
Hey, what are you doing?
I was muffled. I turned around. Pressed against the window and the entry door was the face of frightening in the face. It was Hangyu. How long had he been watching me?
Don't know what to do.
He was yelling, but his voice was still muffled.
It's simple, really. But I suppose I might as well tell you. Just solve the puzzle on that machine.
The slaughter was muffled by the door, but it still tore at my heart like the claws of a vicious monster. I bit my lip and glared at Hangyu, struggling to hold back hot tears.
You a terrible person! I hate you!
Oh my! How could you call a gentleman such as myself a terrible person? That's not very nice. I'm quite fair. I don't use tricks or play dirty. You see? I've even left you a way out.
A way out?
Didn't you hear me? All you have to do is solve that puzzle. Do that, and you can stop the incinerator.
What's the point of stopping it? You'll only capture me and make me do this all again. I'm not going to listen to you. If you're just going to throw me back in here, I might as well just die now.
My goodness, haven't you listened to anything I've said? I told you, I'm a fair man.
Huh?
If you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will in turn activate. If this experiment is to deliver valid results, there must be a chance of success. If you succeed, will escape.
The verification function of the red?
Then I remembered. Before Hungry left the room, he had scanned 2 bracelets into the red.
Ah, so you do remember. Right now there are 2 numbers in the red. The first is 1 and the second is 3. Say, Akane, what's your number?
I looked down at my left hand. The face on my bracelet showed a 5. 1 plus 2 plus 5 is 9. I ran to the door with a 9 on it. I grabbed the red and put my hand against the scanner panel.
You really aren't one for listening, are you?
I hear Hungry's muffled voice from across the room.
I've already told you, didn't I? Once you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will activate. In other words, if you haven't solved the puzzle, you can't enter your number. What kind of fool are you?
Why are you doing this?
You could never understand. You don't know what it's like to spend every day surrounded by monkeys. Now start the experiment. Solve the puzzle.
I can't! I don't know how!
Of course you don't. Isn't that the point? You understand, don't you? Access the morphogenetic field and find the solution.
I can't!
Then you'll die. You'll burn alive. It's gonna be quite hot in there in a few minutes. I imagine it will be very painful.
His horrible laugh echoed across the room, and even after his face disappeared from the window, I could hear it.
Incineration will begin in 10 minutes.
I was crying, great gulping sobs broken by hiccups that shook my body. I was terrified. I could feel my fear pressing down on like a tremendous weight. Somehow I forced my shaking legs to carry me back to the device. I stared at the monitor.
I just can't. There's no way. I can't figure this out.
What was I going to do? I didn't know. I didn't even know where to start. Fear scattered my thoughts, and all I could think of was how I was going to die. My palms were sweating and my blood was boiling in my veins. It was hot, so hot. I couldn't breathe. I felt dizzy. My heart roared in my chest as if it would pound itself to pieces. I reached into my pocket. I wrapped my hand around the thing I come back to get. The door Jumpy had given me. At least I had that. I held tight with both hands and prayed.
Help me! Jumpy! Help me! Help me! Help me! Jumpy! 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 Please! Help me! Jumpy!
Akane?
Akane?
Who the hell is Akane?
Shut up! Just shut the hell up!
Seven and Lotus don't understand. I think Clover and Snake have an idea though. Clover's looking at me, and I think Snake may have figured it out. No, it doesn't matter. They're in my way. Where'd she go? Maybe over here.
Akane! Akane! Can you hear me? Akane! Say something!
Fuck! Did something break our connection? I swear I just heard her. Shit.
Akane! Answer me! Akane!
Jumpy?
I spun around. I hear the voice. His voice. I looked around. He wasn't in the room, of course, but I heard it so clearly. Like he was right there. I screamed as loud as I could.
Akane!
Jumpy!
That's her. She's there. Then that means...
Akane! Akane!
Are you in an incinerator right now?
Yes, I am! How
can't believe that he knew that. Doch wie er das herausfinden konnte und wie die das erfahren, das erfahren wir dann doch erst im nächsten Part, weil der Part doch etwas zu lang gehen würde, wenn wir das jetzt wahrscheinlich noch zu Ende spielen wollen. Aber ich hoffe, der Part hat euch gefallen und wir sehen uns im nächsten Part wieder. Tschüssikowski.
Euer Kopfgeficke.
Euer FlastTv und eure Softeis. Bye bye.